Good afternoon. Graduates of 2021, have you had a year or what? But you're here, you made it. Congratulations. On behalf of the faculty and staff, it is my pleasure to welcome you here today. At this time, would everyone please rise for the singing of the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets rang red amongst the singing air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
It is now my pleasure to introduce the platform party. As I call your name, please stand. Associate Dean Steve Beaupre, Professor, Department of Biological Sciences. Associate Dean Janine Durdick, Professor, Department of Biological Sciences. Dr. William Schreckheis, Chair, Department of Political Science. Dr. Joanne Dallasera, Chair, Department of Anthropology. Dr. David McNabb, Chair, Department of Biological Sciences. And our special guest, University of Arkansas System Board of Trustee member, Mr. Ted Dickey. Please join me in a round of applause for our platform party. You guys can sit down. It is now my pleasure to introduce Miss Melissa Corvera, who was nominated and selected as the Spring 2021 Student Commencement Speaker. She is an honors student with a triple major in History, Spanish, and Latin American Latino Studies. While at the university, Melissa was a member of the Razorback Marching Band. She also served as an officer with the League of United Latin American Citizens organization and worked with UA for UNICEF and Latinx on the Rise. Upon graduation, she plans to enroll in a master's in teaching program to be a secondary high school history teacher. Due to the circumstances and the number of ceremonies today, Melissa's speech was recorded ahead of time. We will now hear from Melissa.
Hello everyone, my name is Melissa Corvera, and I am extremely honored to be sharing this special day with each and every one of you. First, I want to take a moment and congratulate all of us, the class of 2021, not just for completing our degree, but for doing it in the middle of a pandemic. The spring break that never ended consisted of Zoom calls, uncertainty, and fear about the future, but nevertheless, we prospered and here we are today. I know for me personally, adjusting to virtual learning was extremely difficult. I found myself rushing out of bed to turn on that Zoom call at 7:59, followed by accidentally taking a nap in the middle of my 8 a.m. class, and being woken up by the words, breakout room. I'm sure many of you can relate. It was a difficult adjustment for all of us, and we each have our own unique experience that we will tell stories about in the future. Today, I want to talk to all of you about change. This is something that I struggled with, and I'm sure many of you have too. As we embark on our future endeavors, it is important to note that we have all gone through so much change in the last year that we may have forgotten that sometimes change can be a good thing. Take this moment, for example. It's a stepping stone to where we are headed to next. Even though the future can seem daunting, we will look back and wonder why we were so nervous. Remember when you started here at the U of A, how nervous or excited you were for your first day of class? Some of you may have even skipped the first day to see the solar eclipse back in 2017. You might have been like me and walked into a few wrong classrooms, or were covered in sweat walking up the dreaded Dixon Street Hill, followed by pretending not to breathe so hard when walking into class. With each semester came new classes, new professors, and new friends. We no longer thought about the changes we once feared. Soon we each developed a routine that we didn't expect to be cut short. But like all other challenges and changes, we learned to overcome it. Now that we are graduating, it's time for another major change in our lives. Many of us know exactly where we are headed to from here, but others don't, and that's perfectly fine. Sometimes we just need to pause and take a moment to understand what's important to us. Most of my life, I thought the only reason I was going to college was to get a high-paying job. It took me a while to realize that my education could bring forth passions I never knew about. I soon discovered my passion for helping underrepresented students, showing them a college education was possible for them. I accredit my personal growth to my time here at the University of Arkansas, where I discovered my passions through the help of my family, friends, professors, and mentors. I'm sure many of you have experienced something similar. You entered the university as one person and transformed throughout the years to become who you are right now. Our senior year might not have been what we wanted it to be or expected, but we can definitely say it was unique. We overcame the difficulties and proved to ourselves how strong we could be. We should all be proud of how hard we worked to get to where we are right now, the sacrifices that we made along the way to get here. Today is a day for all of us to reflect on our experiences and the obstacles that we overcame the last couple of years and be proud of everything that we have accomplished. Once again, congratulations, class of 2021, and enjoy the changes ahead.
Thank you, Melissa. Several years ago, the University of Arkansas faculty established an honorary degree recognizing the contributions of students who passed away while working toward their degree. It is at this time we would like to honor these students in Fulbright College with a moment of silence. Thank you. Before we go further, I would like to thank the faculty of the Fulbright College of Arts and Sciences. Their teaching, research, and service make all the difference. I would also like to acknowledge the work of the Wind Symphony, directed by Professor Chris Knighton. In addition, faculty volunteers, Professor Kathleen Condre, Department of World Languages, Culture, and Literature, Professor Tom Paradise, Department of Geosciences, for acting as our marshal today's ceremony, and Lisa Summerford and the wonderful staff at Fulbright College who make this event possible. This afternoon, we will be acknowledging the hard work and the achievements of our graduates. However, it is equally appropriate to acknowledge the indispensable support they have received from their families and their friends. So at this time, would the families, friends, and supporters of our graduates please stand so that we may recognize you? Please stand. Please stand so we can recognize you. Please do. Fulbright College graduates, what a year. At this time, would you please stand? We're going to recognize your graduations and your accomplishments right now. Please stand. Just soak in all that support you have right now. That's amazing. Make sure that your mortar boards are on your head, and please put your tassel on the right side. To signify all that you've accomplished in this past year, in the last 4 or 5 years, and all the things in the future you have ahead of you, please move your tassel to the left side. Class of 2021, you did it. Congratulations. Okay, we're on to our next section. Please have a seat. This is the main event. At this time, I will ask the marshals to assist the graduates to the platform.
So excited. Is this? Look at my glasses.
Catherine Gissy, with high distinction.
James Cameron Tilley.
Jennifer L. Farrell.
Kathleen Reed.
Percy Gladwell.
Cece Chow Nguyen.
Donald Tyler Arndt.
Start walking this way. You'll stand right there.
Elise Fujioka.
Just distinction and. Okay.
Emily Bell Korn. Gil Michael Lay. Hannah Elise Christensen, Latin Honors. Hannah Corey. Jordan Davis. Catherine Harris, Latin honors.
Start walking this way.
Kenzie Klinkhammer, with high distinction.
Start walking this way.
Lara LaForge, Latin honors.
Madeline Elise Ward.
Lindsay Chaplin. Lindsay Shea Herberger, Latin honors. Laura Elizabeth Kuntz.
Lorenzo Petralia.
Highest distinction.
Luis Francisco Marin Ponce.
Luke Sawyer Hanby, with highest distinction.
Lydia P. Rubin. Madeline Pearl Richards.
Latin honors.
Madison Noel Hyatt.
Madison Haley Ralston. Madison Warren.
Mariva Ford. Mariela Estrada.
Mary Abigail White.
High distinction.
Mason Mitchell, with high distinction.
Megan Dempsey. Megan Elizabeth Mackenzie Hand, with highest distinction.
Melody Nicole Reeves.
Michael Hahn.
With high distinction.
Molly Catherine Watson.
Morgan Brianna Rose Disney.
Nisa Leilani Martinez.
Nicholas Keith Grimsley.
With high distinction.
Nicole Michelle Graham.
Highest distinction.
Nicole Marin Morrison. Olivia Jane Wilkes.
Peyton Lambert, with highest distinction.
Presley Lakin Pendergrass, Latin honors. Preston Stone.
Highest distinction.
Rachel Miranda Davis.
Reagan Shelton. Reagan Elizabeth Pratt, with highest distinction.
Riley Geary. Ryan Blanchard.
Latin honors.
Ryan Harpenaugh.
Latin honors.
Sadie Jane Davis.
Samantha Ann Salazar. Samantha Lee Stevens.
Sarah Barnes. Savannah Danae Downing.
Savannah C. Paul.
Latin honors.
Savannah Francis Washburn.
Latin honors.
Sean Michael Bryson. Spencer James Edward Hazen. Stephen Fago.
Latin honors.
Stephen Wood.
Sydney Alexis Autry. Sydney Nicole Darling.
Latin honors.
Sydney Ray Morgan, cum laude. Sylvia Jean Knupp.
Latin honors.
Tatiana Jordan McGraw. Tatum Murdoch.
Timothy John Firking.
Latin honors.
Jared James. Latin honors.
John Marufo.
Latin honors.
Jordan Ashley Kerner, with high distinction.
Caitlin Stratton.
Caitlin Elizabeth Opal Black.
Highest distinction.
Keaton Bennett. Lawrence Hale.
Highest distinction.
Leonel Trujillo Fuentes.
Latin honors.
Macy Bokelman.
High distinction.
Hannah Camille Rodriguez. Isabel Parker. Isabella Tamburini, with highest distinction. Israel Reyes.
Jack Beckham.
Jackson Sullivan. Jalen Mason. Javier Beltran.
Javon Fells. Jeannie Gu. Jordan Faith Johnson. Julia Grace Hoyle.
Karen Nobrega, with high distinction.
Kathleen Marie Coyle. Catherine Anderson. Kaylee Ann Hughes.
Kaylee Hope Tyrell, Bachelor of Arts, Communication.
Kennedy Palm. Carrie Reynolds.
Khalil Orion Garland. Lauren Elizabeth Baskell. Lauren Elizabeth Headley. Leah Frances Gilbert.
Jasha Van Brunt.
Magna cum laude.
Lindsay K. Lazan.
Lisa Ann Schrag.
Mackenzie James. Madeline Lepetska.
Madeline Montgomery.
Madison Lee Barber.
Madison Severin. Madison Elizabeth Veit.
Mackenzie Marie Johnston.
Margaret Nimmox.
Kathleen Chris. Claire Hutchinson, Latin Honors. Clara Marie Davis. Courtney Demet.
Donica Sanders, Latin Honors.
Elise Lusk.
Hannah Nicole Reed, with high distinction. Rachel Mackenzie Worden.
Sally Elizabeth Gerhan.
Corey Mays. Eleanor Wynn Roper.
Eric Hoyle. Gunnar Gregory.
Latin honors.
Hannah Elizabeth Stelflug.
Jameson Hilt Jones. Jasmine Dennis.
Jason Porter.
Joseph Leggett. Keon Demps.
Claire Elise Trainer.
Josh Carlson.
Lauren Sando.
Marilyn Cornell, with highest distinction. Megan Elizabeth Jenkins. Grace Margaret Fuller, Latin Honors.
Haley Nicole Pyle.
Haley Bell. Jacob Honeycutt, Latin Honors. Emma Marie Akey.
Emma Jane Melias.
Fletcher Cowden.
Jillian Tobin. Grace Nicole Spangler. Griffin A. Walden.
Haley Robinson Hale, with high distinction.
Hallie Elizabeth Ungerson.
Hannah Nicole Ford.
Hannah Whitworth, Latin Honors.
Heather Hodge. Heidi Kirk. JC Elaine Dodd.
Jonathan Wilson Teal.
Casey Halbert. Kaylee Hula. Caitlin Elise Bond. Kaylin Sydney Jackson. Karen Gonzalez.
Catherine Nichols, Latin Honors.
Catherine St. Clair Allen.
Kayla Patton.
Laura Bretsch.
Lauren Wales.
Lexi French. Kelvin Fung.
Latin Honors.
Sherry L. Summerfield. Elena Nix.
High distinction.
Emily Ann Otten. Grant Stephen Hollis.
Latin Honors.
Hannah Janae Martin. Heather Michaela Thompson.
Jacqueline Grace Carey.
Brett Roberts. Dalton Skaggs. Grant Robinson.
Latin Honors.
Natalie Gibson.
Deborah Claire Manson, with highest distinction. Emma Merrill Shortus.
Ethan Bridgeforth. Latin Honors. Garrett Dorff.
Gio Perez.
Grayson Steele Guaye, with high distinction. Gretchen Margaret Gleason, with high distinction. Hannah Brady, Latin Honors.
Hannah Scruggs, Latin Honors.
Jacob Condren, Latin Honors. Jasmine Marie Bruce. Jenna Rose Blakeman, with high distinction.
Jeremy Thomas Slemons.
Jessica Taylor Hampton.
Jessica Julia Martin. Jesus Manuel Pereira.
John Gregory Baden, Jr. Dakota Dickerson.
Dana Michelle Walker.
Darby Ruth Gilliland. Delaney Cornett. Delaney Cross.
Dominique LaShawn Watson.
Elise Lindsay, Latin Honors.
Olivia Brooke Parks.
Elizabeth Helene Hagwood.
Eliana Vivian Trudell.
Emily Ann Barnes. Emily Farrell Beard. Emily Joy Bradford. Emily Elizabeth Grisham.
Emily Kendall Saw. Emily Jill Townsend.
Emma Cheney, with highest distinction. Esmeralda Almaraz. Ethan Asher. Florence Cruz Artiga. Gabriela Stefana Castillo.
Gage Owens Regier, Latin Honors. Grace Staples, Latin Honors. Hallie McMillan, Latin Honors.
Hannah Bailey. Hannah Carruthers. Hannah Hamilton. Hannah Hoy, with high distinction. Hannah Elizabeth James.
Hannah Bess Sawyer, Latin Honors. Isabella Platamoni.
Jackson Leyunez.
Jacayla Simone Story. Elise Rackley.
With highest distinction.
Elizabeth Ann Lyon.
Emma Jillian Wiederhoft.
High distinction.
Exlali Jeanette Romo Gonzalez.
Jessica Lee Gibson.
Jordan Nicole Scroggins. Kara Devon Painter.
With Latin honors,
Skylar Ward. Spencer Willis Shaw, Latin honors. Thomas Shaughnessy. Aaron Sainz.
Abigail Adams. Alexander Hashimoto. Bailey Nicole Boyles.
Ike Staniford, with highest distinction. Brianna Monique Vega, Latin honors. Brittany Pence.
Casey May Goff. Kaylee Dyer.
Chloe Stringer. Leonidas Joseph Moreno Miranda.
Alexis Kuzma Bartlett, with highest distinction.
that's great. I was just saying, when our daughter was about 5, she got her hair cut just like yours.
Oh, yeah.
And she just had all of these parents who were they were so happy that their kids no longer their hair cut. Because, parents don't want to have to deal with it.
Okay, we can sit down, but we're going to quit now.
Okay, so now she's
Thank you, class of 2021. This is the end of our program. We are very proud of you for overcoming a lot this year. Congratulations. Thank you for being here and have a safe weekend.